Hello everyone, we'll wait for a few more minutes and then start with today's class. Thank you. Hello, good evening everyone. I hope I am audible and I welcome you all to the GRE Preparation Made Easy Quantitative Reasoning class, and our trainer is Mrs. Abida Banu. These are few instructions for the participants. Make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise-free environment. We recommend you to use your earphones for best experience. Also respect your instructor, your classmates and yourself. Do not write anything inappropriate on the chat box. Also, we have three packages: bronze, silver, and gold. If you upgrade to silver and gold, you will get extra benefits like evaluated mock, 12 IELTS sectional test, expert university recommendations, and so on. You can contact our Ubergrad through our website. Sorry. Also, we have free profile evaluation with our experts, comprehensive evaluation, university shortlisting, course recommendations, country recommendations, and doubt clearance. We have free live IELTS classes that is from Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. It is a 4-week course, and we have free Duolingo classes Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. It is a 2-week course. Also, we have the special offer for the bronze package. It starts from rupees 499, and we have extra benefits through this. You can see here. These are the achievements. This is the website. You can select the country, course, and specialization. When you go and explore, here you can see the countries, one second. Universities, courses, and exams. You can get every knowledge from this section. Then on solutions, we have free profile evaluation, talk to the counselor, country recommendations, and course recommendations. Then we have test preparation store, live IELTS, GRE, and Duolingo, also additional services. And weekly blogs are uploaded. Please do go through them. It will be helpful for you. Also, when you go on my test preparation, you can see this view course GRE. And when you go on quantitative reasoning, you will get the handouts and recordings. Yes. The handout will be uploaded by tomorrow, and recording has been uploaded. You can go through if you've if you have any query or anything. Thank you. And in case of any doubts, please write it on the chat box and I'll get back to you. And I welcome Mrs. Abida. You can take over. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening and thank you. Good evening, one and all. Myself, Abida. The session today is our last module, that is data analysis module, and today we are dealing with the statistics part over there. Okay, I hope my voice and screen is clear. I'm just presenting my screen. Please confirm whether it is clear. Yes. Yeah, today's session will be statistics, the first part of data analysis. So data analysis concept consists of certain topics. Okay, so this is the first topic, statistics. Everybody know about statistics. It's an easy concept, but let's see how the questions in GRE related to statistics will be asked. As we know everything, but the questions will be little complicated and basics are very essential to solve the questions. So first thing we'll discuss about averages and then median and mode, weighted averages, range and standard deviation. Actually averages, weighted averages, mean and mode, median and mode, range and standard deviation are the concepts that what we are going to deal today. Starting with the average. So what is average? So basic meaning of average is nothing but the mean or arithmetic mean, whatever we can say that mean or arithmetic mean, whatever it we call it as an average. So simple thing to understand the average is nothing but the center point or middle most term, right? Center point. We call it as an average. The average is nothing but sum of all observations divided by total number of observations. We call it as average. Now, whenever there are a data given, to find out the average of the data, we will use the formula, whatever which is on the screen, sum of the observations divided by total number of observations. This can be interchanged to find out the sum of observations. So, sum of observations will be equals to average into number of observations. In the same way, to find out the number of observations, then it will be average divided by sum. Okay, so these are the formulas you should know, right? Starting with the first question related to average, very easier one. I hope you guys can do this. Waiting for your answer. Actually, it is 90. Small change in the question. 6 quizzes to 90. Question mark. It's a question mark, not just. Yes. Quick answer in the chat box. Once you are done, leave the answer, type the message, whatever you are getting the answer, just put it in the chat box. Chat box. Yes. What's the answer for this? The average of 5 quizzes, the score is been given as 88. And what score does Joel needed to get on the 6th quiz to rise her average for 6 quizzes to be 90? Okay, so 5 quizzes average is given as 88, and we need to find out the average for 6 quizzes is given. And what is the number we are number of score? What will be the score that needed for the 6th quiz? 6th quiz score has been asked here. Let me check the chat box for the answers. Okay, I'll give you an hint. So first thing, for 5 uh, scores, right? So for 5 scores, it is 88. So 88 is for what? 5 scores. What is that? Sum divided by number of terms. So sum divided by number of terms. Yeah, actually here we don't know the sum, right? So to find out the sum, we can take it as 88 is equals to sum divided by number of terms. How many quizzes? 5. So 5. So finally, we will find out the sum here. It is 88 into 5. Okay. So 88 into 5. What is that? 440. The sum will be 440. Now, The sixth quiz, he says, the sixth quiz average is already given. We need to find out the number. So 90 is equals to, so what is the 5 quizzes? 440. Average of 5 quizzes will be 440 plus x by 6. Quick answer for x in chat box. Yeah. Yes. X will be 100. Next. Next question is there on the screens. Go through that and let me know the answer in the chat box. So here average of 4 numbers is already given, but 3 numbers are being given in the question, but it's asked for the 4th number. Same concept as done before. Fourth number will be yeah. So 4 numbers average is 12. Average formula. What is the formula for average? That's nothing but sum by number of terms, sum of observations by number of observations, sum by number, simplest, right? Sum of all the observations here, 9 plus 11 plus 12. So as there is 4 numbers, we should take one number which is not given here. We have to assume that. So first of all, let us see for these 3 numbers. So the sum of this will be 32, right? So already we know that it is 32. Okay, 32 will be the sum of all these 3 numbers. What will be the 4th term? Yes, what will be the 4th term? I have given you the hint. I hope you can get the answer. Yes, it's the 4th term will be 16. Okay, if you do the sum here, the sum will be 48. The difference between these two will be our 4th term, that is 16. Next. Take some time to solve this question and put the answer in the chat box. John buys 5 books with an average price of $12. So average price is given as $12 for 5 books. Okay. If John then buys another book with a price of $18, what is the average price of the 6th book? One more book has been purchased with $18, and now here the average of 6 books are asked. So first of all, let us see what will be the average of 5 books. So first thing, average of 5 books is already given, that is 12. Average of 6 books. So if average of 5 books is 12, 12 into 5, that will be 60, right? This will be the sum. Now, 60 plus another book is 18. So this becomes 6 books. 60 plus 18, that will be 78. Now, what will be the average of 6 books? So average of 6 books is equals to 78 divided by how many books? 6. So divided by 6. That will be 6 ones, 6 ones, 6 threes, $13. Average price for 6 books will be $13. I hope you get the answer here. Yeah, correct. It's 13. Right. Next. Yes, first 3 scores were 75, 84, and 82. If the score on the 4th quiz reduces, his score average quiz score to 74. What is the score for the fourth quiz? It has been reduced, right? So it has been reduced to 74. Fourth quiz has been reduced to 74. So first you just go through this 45 plus 84 plus 82 plus x divided by total how many? 5. First three quiz here, first three quiz and the fourth quiz reduces to the average of 74. Now, first let me see whether you get the answer or not. This is explanation. Yeah. Yes, x is 55. Right, correct. It's 55. Let's move to the next one. Weighted average. So what does it mean by weighted average? Weighted average is also called as combined average. So previously we have seen only one case, but if different like combined cases are given in the question. So weighted average is also called as a combined average. So combined average formula is sum of weighted terms divided by number of terms. So to understand this weighted average very easily, a simple concept you can, a simple formula you can just put in a mind, that is n1x plus n2y divided by x plus y. So just make it clear what is n1, n2 and what is x and y. So let us say that n1 and n2 are number of quantities. Number of quantities given. So apart from the formula, whatever given on the slide here, you just go through this also. So n1 and n2 are number of quantities given, and x and y is the mean or average for each and every set of the data given. So n1x plus n2y divided by x plus y. Let's see the questions depends on this formula. So there is a question here. You can go through the question. Last year, a car dealership sold 640 cars over the entire year. Entire year consists of 12 months, right? So an year consists of 12 months. The dealership has sold an average of 32 cars per month for the first 4 months. So for first 4 months, 32 cars per month. Per month, 32 cars. What is the average number of cars sold per month over 16 months period? It has been asked to find out the average number of cars sold over 16-month period. Okay. So what is that? It's nothing but average. We know what is average. Average is nothing but sum by number. Sum of observations divided by number of observations. So basically here the total, if I take the total of this, how many months? Total is 16 months. We need to find for 16 months. Okay. So total into 16 months divided by 16. So what will be that? Last year, a car dealership sold 640 cars over the entire year. So 640 cars over the entire year plus 4 into 32. 4 into 32, because for 4 months, the average has been given here, 32. Simple calculation, that's it, divided by 16. So final answer in the chat box. Quick answer. Yes. You just need to solve this, you'll get the answer. Total plus. Yes. $640 plus 128 divided by 16. So if you do that, you'll get 768 by 16. So 16 into 4. So it will be something 48. So option C will be your answer if you calculate it correctly. Moving to the next slide here. The same type question. You just go through the question. Weighted average question number 2. At a certain school, the 118 juniors have an average final exam score of 88 and 100 seniors have an average final score of 92. Find the average final score for all the juniors and seniors combinedly. Okay, if you go through the question properly, and as I told you to read the question in bits and pieces in the previous class, if you do that, then 118 juniors have an average final score of 88 and 100 seniors have average final score of 92. Okay, so here average will be 110, 180, so 118. 118. So 118 juniors have the score of 88. So into 88 plus 100 into 92 divided by 88, 118 plus 100. Right. By solving this, we'll get an answer. Let me see what's your answer. Quick answer in the chat box. It's nothing but n1x plus n2y divided by n1 plus n2. So here n1, n2 will be the quantity, x and y will be the averages. Number of quantities. Okay, n1 and n2 are quantities, x and y are averages. A simple formula. So whatever discussed here. Quick answer. Any answers? Yeah. Approximately 90. Correct. Moving on to the next question. So this question also belongs to the same weighted average one. Okay. Go through the question. Take some time to answer this. So in Clarice class, each test weights her overall grade average 3 times as much as each quiz does. 3 times as much of each quiz does. If she scores 88 and 94 on 2 quizzes respectively, and she scores 90 on the only test, that means 90 on only test, one test, what is her current overall grade average? I'm sorry, grade average. Okay, average has been asked. So first, try to understand the question first thing. What are the things asked here? The first thing is each test weights her overall grade average 3 times as much as each quiz does. So 3 times as much as each quiz does, and each quiz it's 90. So 3 into 90, right? Plus 94 on 2 quizzes. So plus 94 plus 88. So what we are doing here simply, we are just taking 3 times of test score plus sum of quiz score. So whatever the quiz score is, we are just taking the sum of quiz score and we are adding the things. So 3 times of test score plus sum of quiz score. 3 into 90 plus 94 plus 82. 88, I'm sorry. 88 plus 94. Quick answer. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So we need to find out the average. No, average is sum divided by total or number of observations. Sum divided by number of terms. So here this will give you the sum. Okay, this will give you the sum. What will be the sum here? It will be 270, right? 3 into 9, 270 plus 94 plus 88. The complete total of this will be 452. Sum by total number of terms. So sum is 452, total number of terms. So how many terms are there? So first there were 3 terms, right? 3 tests, 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2, 5 terms. So this gives you the answer. Okay, 5 ones, 5 nines, and 0 here, point. So it will be something 90.4 or something else. Okay, so this will be the answer. So always find out the sum and divide it by total or divided by total number of terms. So this gives you the average. The basic formula which is being used throughout the session, okay, throughout the averages concepts, this will be the basic formula we will be using for average. The two formulas very important. So this is the average formula and weighted average. So weighted average already explained. So it's nothing but n1x plus n2y divided by n1 plus n2. Okay. Next. Moving on to the next slide. Right. So we have done with first concept, that is average or mean in the statistics. So basically, let me give you a small brief about the statistics and the questions which are asked regarding the statistics. So here in the statistics, it is being divided into 3 concepts for GRE. So first thing will be like central tendency, second thing will be deviations, and third thing will be the normal distribution. Okay, central tendency, we all know that it's nothing but mean, median, and mode, and range also. So all the concepts of mean, median, mode, and range comes in this central tendency. And deviations means standard deviation, okay, and then mean deviation and quartile deviation. These are the 3 concepts in deviations. And in normal distribution, it's completely another concept which is related to standard deviation. So normal distribution, there is no interrelated in this, so it's a different concept. We'll discuss it later. As of now, you should understand we are done with mean. Mean is nothing but the average. Mean also called as average or arithmetic mean. The formula of that is sum of observations divided by number of observations. In mean, there are 2 concepts. The first one is to finding out the average mean or average. The second one is to finding out the weighted mean. If something is added, if something is added, the average increases. If something is deducted, the average decreases, right? So certain types of questions will be there related to mean concept. Okay, now we are going through the next concept here, median. What does it mean by median? So median is nothing but the middle term, middle most term, we call it as median. If a single data is given, for example, let us say data is given as 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. What is the median of the data? So just do this, the middle value will be the median of the data, right? Whenever the data is not arranged properly and it has been asked to find out the median, we should not follow this pattern. We have to first arrange the data. Okay, to find out the median, the first concept you should understand is to arrange the data in order, in ascending order. You have to arrange the data from smaller number to bigger number. Okay, so whenever the median has been asked to find out on the series which is odd series, so the above one was the odd series. So odd series, in the sense the number of terms is odd here. So then to find out the median of the odd series, so you can just do it by this n plus 1 by 2 term. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 1 by 2, that is 6 by 2, that will be the third term, not 3. The answer is not 3, but we have to look after for the third term in the series. So whatever the series given, third term in the series will be 23. Whenever the even series is given, you have to take the average. For example, let us consider 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. As of this series, we can understand that the series is even series here. So even series, we cannot take as we are done for odd series. So you have to just take the average of the middle term. So these are the two middle terms left here. So just take the average of the middle terms. By taking the average of middle terms, right? So whatever you are getting the value, that term will be the answer. For example, 23 plus 24 divided by 2. So what is this? So 747 by 2. So 47 by 2. So approximately if it is 48, it will be 24. So here it will be 23.5 something. Okay. So will be the average or median of this series. Okay, I repeat the concept once again. So mean, median, mode are the concepts of central tendency. So mean already discussed, two concepts, arithmetic mean and weighted mean. And coming to the median here, even series and odd series. So first thing we have to remember while dealing with the median, arrange the data in the order. Okay, next. Mode. What is mode? So mode is nothing but the most repeated value. Mode is most repeated value or most repeated term. So you can see there are three questions on the screen related to finding the mode of the sets. I want you guys to answer this. Once you are done, put your answers in the chat. First one, starting from the beginning, first one, what will be the mode of set A? Mode of set A. So as per the definition of mode, it's nothing but the most repeated value will be the mode of the series. Right. Set B. What will be the mode of set B? Mode of set B. You can see the question on the screen. Yes. Waiting for your answers. 1, 2, 3. Only one value will be there for mode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not correct. See here, what does it mean by mode? So mode is nothing but a date. I am just taking a table here. So if I take the values, so here let us say there are some values and there is a frequency. Okay. So if it is 2, 7, 8, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. What does it mean? 2 is repeating one time. How should I write the data here? 2 is repeating one time, so only 2. 7 is repeating 2 times, 7 comma 7. 8 is repeating 3 times, 8, 8 and 8. 3 is repeating 4 times, 3, 3, 3, 3. So most repeated value is 3. That's the reason we consider this 3 as the mode for the data given. That is how we have to understand the mode. Now, whenever the series of this type is given, if you see the series here, so the series is given like 1 is repeating 2 times, 2 is repeating 2 times, 3 is repeating 2 times, 4 also 2 times, 5 is repeating for only 1 time. Frequency of 6 is 1, frequency of 7 is 2, frequency of 8 is 1, right? How many 2s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all are repeating values. So we cannot determine mode for this type. Cannot determine. Mode cannot be determined. Next, third set. Third set is given here. Find the mode of the set C. What will be the mode of the set C? Mode of set C. Yes. Let me check the chalkboard. Okay. Mode of set C. whenever there is no repeated term given in the series, to find out the mean, I'm sorry, to find out the mode, we will use the formula. You know this, but you are not answering me. Okay, I will tell you. So to find out the mode, we will use 3 median minus 2 mean will be our mode here. 3 median minus 2 mean. I put answer for this in the chat box. Okay. What is median? What is mean for the data given? No, we cannot do this for set B because there are repeated values in the set B. Okay. 3 median minus 2 mean can be applicable for the data whenever there is no repeated value is there in the series. 3 median minus 2 mean. Click answer in the chat box. Yes. Yes. Any answers for this? 3 median minus 2 mean. What will be the answer? So first of all, finding out the median, 3 times of median. So what will be the median? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers are given. So series is even. So we have to take the average of middle terms. So just take the middle terms by cancelling in this way. If you want, you can. So what are the middle terms left here? Yeah, it's a series over there. We can directly take it as 5. Okay, the median of the set of the data is 3 into 5. What will be the mean? Mean of the data, sum of observations divided by number of observations. Sum of observations divided by number of observations. So it will be something 18. Yeah. Any answers? Yes. So whenever there is a series, continuous series is given, to find out the mean of the continuous series, we will just take the last term plus first term divided by 2, 11 by 2. So 11 by 2 will be the average of this. So 2 ones, 2 5s, so 5.5, approximately 5.5. So it is 5.5. So 15 minus, so 5 to 10, 10 and 0, 10, 11. So it will be 11. So finally the median will be, the mode will be 4. If I'm wrong, please correct. Yeah, it's correct. Calculation part is good. Right. Moving on to the question number 4. Yes. Question number 4. If x is negative, what is the median of the list? 20, x, 7, 11, and 3. If x is negative. If you understood the basics to calculate median, this question is very easy. Waiting for the answers. If you are done, put the reply. Just type your answer in the chat box. Yes. What will be the median of the series? Correct. It is 7. Okay. As we know that whenever we are going to calculate the median, we have to arrange in the order. So x will be the negative one. So that will be the first in the database, in the data set. So it will be x, 3, 7, 11, and 20. So if you just cancel the values, so you'll get 7 will be the median of the list given. Question number 5. What is the value of y minus x? The medians of the following two sets of numbers are equal and the sets are arranged in ascending order. 1, 4, x, 8 and 2, 5, y, 9. Okay. What is y minus x? So both the sets are equal. Okay. There is a hint given in the question that both the both the sets median is equal and the sets are also arranged in ascending order. So first of all, what will be the median of this set and what will be the median of this set and what will be the value of y minus x? So that's the thing. I'll just give you the clue here. You have to give me the answer. Okay. So median. So to find out the median, middle terms average. Okay. So what is the middle term? Y 4 plus x divided by 2. And here the middle term will be 5 plus y divided by 5 plus y divided by 2. Okay, these will be the medians of these two sets. As he says, both the sets, both the medians are equal, right? We can easily find out the value of x minus y by equating the both. Moving on to the next concept of this, range. So range is nothing but the value maximum minus minimum. That means the highest value minus lowest value. So maximum value from the data minus minimum value gives you the range of the series given. Okay, next. So here there is another equation, another formula, that is the formula for standard deviation. Now let us discuss something about the standard deviation. What do you know about standard deviation? Anybody in the class can put a message in the chat box. What is standard deviation? -1 is correct. -1 for the previous question is correct. Now just answer me for this. What is standard deviation? What do you know about standard deviation? Why do we use standard deviation? Variance square. Okay, good. Anything else other than that variance square? So standard deviation is nothing but let us consider a small simple example here. Let us say the average height of a class in a average height of a student in a class is 155. So average is 155. Average height. So average is also called as mean, right? So mean height of a students in a class is 155. So what does it mean by mean height? The average height. Now let us say if it is 150, one student height is 150, one student height is 160, 158, something like that. If I talk about the average, so this is the line which is showing me the average. So standard deviation is nothing but the distance from the average and the value around the mean. Average and the values around the mean, that we call it as a standard deviation. For example, for the first case here, it is 153. I am assuming that it is 153. What will be the standard deviation? So it's nothing but the distance or the difference between the mean and the value. We call it as a standard deviation. What will be the standard deviation here? It will be 2. In this way, we will understand the standard deviation. Okay, so standard deviation can be calculated if there is a series given, whatever the series it may be given. To find out the standard deviation, we will take the formula like standard deviation. We always represent it with the row symbol is equals to square root of sum of x minus xi. Actually, xi in the sense the value minus mean whole square divided by n. Value value minus mean by n. So x is the set of numbers, mean is the average of set of numbers, n is the size of the set, and here n is nothing but number of numbers in the data. So whatever the numbers are there in the data, the count of that numbers we will represent here in the n. Right. Now, there is a question saying the set S is given here, and there are some questions given, like if the number 15 were removed from the set S and replaced with number 1000, which of the following would change? So 15 is been removed, and other apart from 15,000 is included in the set. Now, what are the things which are being changed here? Mean, median, and standard deviation. Among all the three, you need to select multiple answers. All the statements which are true, you need to select. Right. Okay. If 1000 is replaced with 15, so what are the things which are not going to change here? Will be always whenever the terms are doubled, our standard deviation is increased. Terms are doubled, then standard deviation will increase. Terms are doubled. So this will be helpful for the question. Next question. So if you see the next question here, as of now, the answer for this will be the mean will be changed and standard deviation also. Next. Set S is a set of different positive integers. The standard deviation of set S must increase. Which of the following were to occur? Indicate all such statements. Okay. So each number in the set is multiplied by half. Each number in the set is multiplied by half. You can you can analyze any numbers here as a set and you can proceed. Yes. What are the cases that are going to increase? So set S must increase if which of the following were to occur. To increase the set, which of the following things are to be occurred to increase the set? So the thing here, whenever the terms are divisible by 2, standard deviation decreases. So the terms are divisible by 2, then standard deviation will decrease. So the smallest number is increased to become equal to the median. So if the smallest number is increased, let us consider some values, some numbers here. Let us assume some numbers. Smallest number is increased to become equal to the median. Let us say the numbers I am taking here is 1, 18 or 19. I am just randomly taking. The smallest number is increased to become equal to median. Median is 18. So if I increase the smallest number, okay, if I increase the smallest number, then the cause for this in the standard deviation, what will be the standard deviation will always, in this case, whenever the spread is being increased, the standard deviation will decrease. Okay, right. The largest number is doubled. If the largest number is doubled, then also the standard deviation will decrease. These are things we need to assume here. Moving on to the next question. Right. Any queries? You can always put it in the chat box. There is a question here. Go through that and quick answer in the chat box. Yes. The average age of buildings on certain city block is greater than 40 years old. If 4 of the buildings were built 2 years ago and none of the buildings are more than 80 years old, which of the following could be number of buildings on the block? Indicate all such numbers. It will be multiple selection question. So you need to select multiple answers here. Yes, for this question, standard set S is a set of distinct positive integers. The standard deviation of set S must increase if which of the following were occur. So standard deviation have to be increased, but as of this case, the standard deviation is decreased here. Okay. Yes. So it is decreased here in this case, and the smallest number if it is replaced. So this is also decreased. The smallest number is increased to become largest. So this is increased and this is increased. Whenever the largest number is doubled, obviously the standard deviation will increase. So our answers are C and D. C and D will be the answer to this. I hope I answered, right? Okay. So we are here. The average age of buildings on a certain city block is greater than 40 years old if 4 of the buildings were built 2 years ago. Okay. So first thing here, we should note down the values as assumptions. We just take an assumptions. Average of the buildings on a certain block is greater than 40 years ago. 40. Now just assume number of buildings. Let the number of buildings be. And let me someone had answered. Okay, so let the number of buildings are S. Now, if for the number of buildings built 2 years ago, 4 buildings built 2 years ago. You can see 4 of the buildings were built 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, four buildings. So 4 buildings 2 years ago. Next statement. None of the buildings are more than 80 years old. So there is no building that is more than 80 years old. So first thing, 2 years ago, 4 buildings, that is 2 into 4 is equals to 8. Okay, the sum will be 8. Now remaining buildings, if number of buildings is n, what will four buildings are there 2 years ago, then what will be the remaining buildings? N minus 4 will be the remaining buildings. So remaining buildings are, we can take it as 80 of n minus 4. Okay, so more than 80 years old, that's the thing we can assume in this way. Now finding the value of this n here, so we can even take it as number of buildings, the sum of this, the number of buildings if we want. So it will be 8 plus, we have to add this to, right? So 8 plus 80 of n minus 4 divided by n. This is greater than 40, right? 40 years. So this is greater than 40. You check with the options putting n value in this. Okay, whatever the value, this inequation is been satisfied. That will be the answer. Okay. A simple analysis, that's it. There is nothing else more than that. This is the way I have analyzed the question. You might be having different way of analysis. Okay, so here there is no number of buildings given. I have assumed it as n. And in the second statement, 4 of the buildings were built 2 years ago. So 4 buildings were built 2 years ago. So 2 into 4 is equals to 8. Next, if 4 buildings are there, then remaining how many buildings will be there? Remaining from total n, 4 buildings are built 2 years ago, then remaining will be n minus 4. That is equals to 80 into n minus 4. Now, you have to add the both 8 plus, that is 4 buildings plus remaining buildings, 80 of n minus 4 divided by n. So, which is the condition here is given that greater than 4 on certain city block is greater than greater than 40 years old. So it is 40 years old. You just put the value of 4, 6, 8, 11 and 40 in the place of n and check for the relevance of this inequation. So whatever the value it is giving you the relevance, that will be your answer. It is a multiple choice question. So the answer will be C, D and E. Next slide. Yes. It's a quantitative comparison question. So here there are two quantities given. And the question is a set of 7 integers has a range of 2 and an average of 3 and mode of 3. That means 7 integers, range given, average given, and mode given. And quantity A says the third number in the set when the numbers are arranged in the ascending order. The fifth number in the set when the numbers are arranged in the ascending order. Waiting for the answer. Anybody get the answer can put it in the chat box for this question. Seven integers has range 2. You know what is range? Range is nothing but maximum value minus minimum value. Maximum minus minimum. Average, what is average? So average is nothing but sum of observations divided by number of observations. What is mode? Mode is nothing but most repeated value. Most repeated value. You take an assumption of a set, any values which suitable for repeated value, which are suitable for the conditions here. Okay. So set should contain 7 integers. The range should be 2. So set should contain 7 integers and range should be 2. So I can take it as 2 here, minimum value. And if I go for the maximum value, I can take 4. 2 and 4. Anything. You can take anything. But you have to compare the values here. And the second thing is average. Average is 3 given. And the mode of this is 3. And rest of the numbers I can take 3, 3, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 integers, right? So 3 again. Now, as of here, whatever the data I am taking here, the third number in the set when the number arranged in ascending order, I have taken all the numbers in ascending order. So the mode is 3 here. The mode is 3 and the third number in the series is 3. Fifth number is also 3. The answer is C. Both are equal. Okay. Right. Last question. Just do the last question and we will close the class. So there is a graph given here. Okay. The bar graph below displays the number of temperature readings at each value from sample measured in degree Fahrenheit. What was the average temperature readings? Average temperature readings. Okay. So there is a graph given. You need to find out the average. That's it. So whenever the series is given, it's very easy to find out by summing up and dividing by the total number of observations or number of terms. But whenever the graph is given here, to find out the mean, then we will multiply the values of this. So 110 into 4 plus 111 into what is the units? How many units? So it is something here. It's something up to 3 units. 3.5, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 3. Plus, again 112 into 112 is for 4 units. So 112 into 4 plus 113 into 1 plus 114 into 2 plus 115 into 2. So completely divided by number of terms. How many number of terms? So it can be taken as first series, first value as 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2. Calculating the value for this gives you the answer. Waiting for the answer in the chat box. Quick reply. A simplest way, simplest method to calculate this one without using calculator. You can see 110 is the term which can be repeated in all the terms, right? So 110, you just take 110 as common here. If you take 110 outside, so it will be like 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus. So 110 in here it's 1. In this next term here, it will be 3 plus 8. So 3. So again, it will be 8. If you take 110, left with 1. So it will be 8 plus 3 plus 8 plus it will be 3 into 2, 6 plus 6. Okay. So 1 into 3, 3. 2 left here, 2 into 4, 8. 3 left here, 3 into 1, 3. 4 left here, 4 to 8. Okay. And 5 left here. So it will be 5 to 10. So it's 10 here. 10, 5 to 10. Okay. By calculating this value, it's very easy to find out the answer. I hope you get the answers. Okay. Here ends with the session. If you calculate this, you'll get the answer. I'm ending the session here. Okay. See you in the next class tomorrow. Rest of the questions, there are more 5 or 6 questions are left over in the um, uh, class today. So this handout will be given to you once that session has been done. You can go through that. Okay. Thank you. See you in the next class. Yeah. You want me to give the answer for this? For this, the answer will be 112. If you calculate all the values correctly, you get the answer as 112. The answer for this will be 112. Okay. The average temperature readings of the given graph will be 112. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm ending the session here.
Thank you, ma'am. Also, in case of any queries, you can contact the Ubergrad website. And the handout for geometry week 5, day 5, sorry, will be uploaded by tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, and you all can leave the class. Also, if you have any query, write it on the chat box. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.